So although nobody competed for this seat, at the end of the day, it's not about whether somebody else will make C or it's about whether you will make A or B. We needed to make sure all one round will get an overwhelming mandate from the world to say, now it's Liberia's turn. And so this is our first time. Never before have we run a campaign and won a seat. First time. There are 4 countries of Africa that signed the UN Charter: Liberia, South Africa, Ethiopia, and Egypt. Egypt has gone to the Security Council 6 times. Ethiopia and South Africa 3 times each. Liberia will clear share here with somebody based on negotiation. But today, President Joseph Newman boycott today. President Joseph Newman boycott today. And today, we promise you, President Joseph Boyka, because you believed in this, because we came into leadership and we met that there was an idea, the former administration had an idea and they put it forth, they wanted us to do this. They didn't have the chance to implement it, and we said that this would not die. You know, between administrations, plenty things will die. We said this one would not die. We picked it up, we dusted it up, we took our efforts, we placed ourselves in gear. We said, with or without, with whom and without, we will go. We went to the AU because you told us to go there to represent you, President Boyka. We went there in February 2024. We got the endorsement of the AU. In July 2024, we got the endorsement of ECOWAS after negotiations, because Guinea-Bissau wanted to compete with us and Nigeria wanted to go after, and Nigeria said no. We can't compete with each other in ECOWAS. Let Nigeria go. Let's support Nigeria to go. Guinea-Bissau you go after, and we will go after that. Thank you, Nigeria, for playing that big brother role. And it was with that we now have to campaign. Let me tell you something: an endorsement multilaterally is not a vote bilaterally. The endorsement says will not come up to your way, where you're going from. But then it is based on your relationship with each country, whether or not they believe you can represent them, and whether or not they believe that you are rightly placed to have that conversation on their behalf at the UN Security Council. That is when you get that vote. And we had to campaign. We campaigned and we listened. We heard the president, we heard everything they said to us.
So folks, wherever you are watching and monitoring, this is Kuwor Media Network. My name is Wilfred Bosi, and of course I'm reporting from the grounds of the Foreign Affairs. Liberia just got elected on the non-permanent seat of the Republic of Liberia at the United Nations Security Council. Liberia just won, and jubilations, celebrations are everywhere. Let's just get a view in jubilees here. At the Foreign Affairs Ministry, where Liberia is expected to have won the non-permanent seat at the United Nations Security Council will replace Sierra Leone. Let's hear from some of the elders here.
Thanks to Khaled for talking to us folks. We try to check the...
Well, just listen to him. You welcome the celebration, the win for Liberia.
Why you holding your tea? You not happy? Why you not happy?
So you happy?
So say something today now. All the people there.
What you say to the government for this win? Well, we are still right there. What can you say to the government when it comes to this win? Winning the United Nations non-permanent seat at the Security Council. What can you say? Well, we have our mother here, and she's here to witness the process. How you doing? What you want to say with this celebration? Liberia won with 181 votes. When it comes to the seat, what can you say to the government and those who vote? What can you say to the government when it comes to the election today? 181. What can you say to those who voted for Liberia?
I will tell them thank you. They did extremely well. So we got nothing to tell them but to say well, thank you for the vote.
Do you see change coming? Do you see change coming with it?
Yes. I'm seeing this coming. Well, we got in this year. The way they were looking gradually, everything is a gradual process. They get their number vote. They get number one. Gradually. See we get better.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, we're still right here. We are still right here to bring you live coverage of the current happening at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, where you have His Excellency Joseph Imam Boyka, all our dignitaries, the Dean of the Cabinet, Madam Sarah Beslo Yanti. They have all invited Liberians to witness the election process. Mind you, Liberia was seeking to obtain 149 votes, but from the report that just came out, Liberia has won with 181 votes, giving them a clear picture, giving them a clear green light of replacing Sierra Leone, whose tenure comes to an end this June. 2 years tenure each country going to serve. And of course, Mozambique remains there, while Angola and Sierra Leone tenure ends this June. So folks, this is Kuwor Media Network. This is Kuwor TV. My name is Wilfred Dorsey. I'm here streaming live from the grounds of the Foreign Affairs. You have different culture troop here from the arts community. You have young people. You have the youth group. You have elders. You have the women group. And you have different individuals here who purposely came to witness the process. Well, we have one of those who came to witness the entire process here today. Sir, tell us your name and welcome to Kuwor Media Network. again. Tell us your name and welcome to Kuwor Media Network. Thank you very much. My name is T. Elton Titley. I work with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the International Cooperation, Economic Integration. My dear brother, I'm very much overwhelmed today to see Liberia once more seated above the sky by the grace of God. To be selected on the United Nations Council as a member. It is a dream come true, not for you and I, for you and the children. Well, what change you expect from this entire win today? What the change you want to see? Well, we are young for the betterment of this nation. We know that change will come, but indeed, the change will come based on you and I cooperation. And the change will also come if Liberia and the Liberian will make critical decisions that will lead us to the higher heights. Not just to make decisions that will take Liberia back to the trench. I remember in past when the former president, Madam Johnny Sirleaf, took over, I saw that Liberia came from the pit of nowhere to somewhere. And now I'm seeing under the leadership of the Excellency Joseph Numa Parker, Liberia has taken another trench over the world in the rural area. We are so happy to see Liberia lifted up again. What would be one of the best decisions you think Liberia can take at the United Nations Security Council in terms of strengthening security sector around the world? Well, Liberia can make the sound decision internationally if we are allowed to strengthen our own security locally in Liberia, because all of those things has their own impact if your country cannot live by rules of law. It means that you are not actually serious. But I know we get somewhere. Nothing will come easy. It is my dream, it is my thinking that Liberia actually will go from nowhere to somewhere, my dear brother. Give me a view. Congratulating the government for step taking. Well, so we still right here and getting the views of those who have come to witness the entire process. Tell us your name and welcome to Kuwor Media Network.
Well, my name is Stephen R. Richards, employee of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to be precise.
Tell us your own impression as it relates to the election process at the United Nations Security Council in New York.
Well, everything's going well. And then that was victorious in the process. So it brought joy to the nation. And also, I said thank to the government once again for the hard effort.
As a young man working at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, what would be your recommendation in terms of Liberia supporting policies that will strengthen its security sector and other security sectors around the world?
For me, a recommendation, well, I don't want to talk on recommendation because we are human beings. And we are human beings. For me, I can tell you that such person has people.
Here we are, Kuwor Media Network. We're hoping to talk to one of the chiefs. Well, welcome to the media. You are here today to witness the election process. How are you feeling now? Liberia has won. How are you feeling? Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just listen to him, and they are celebrating everywhere, and there are good messages coming from those who have supported. Mind you, you have those from the opposition community also supporting Liberia in this quest, and so that's it. So that's it. So we'll cut it short. We're going to call it short, and as soon as we get green light. But before that, trying to make my way whether I can have a conversation with Julius. So, sir, welcome to Kuwor Media Network. Tell us your name.
My name is Deputy Director General for
Messages to the country and to those who voted for Liberia.
Well, since 1961, and we came far away. We opted for it in the 80s, but the 70s and the 80s, but because of the crisis we had, they didn't permit us to get this particular honor. Because as I'm standing before you, I'm very happy, and it means a lot for Liberia. It's worth it for Liberia. Because if Liberia can appear once again on the Security Council table, deciding the peace and unity for the world, it means that Liberia is caring for something.
Do you see change coming in the security sector of the country?
Oh, for sure, for sure. In fact, since for 1 year now, going to 2 years, we have seen massive change in the security sector of Liberia. Yeah, there have been peace.
And what can you say to other members who are on the seat in terms of our recommendation, buttressing Liberia efforts to ensure that security sectors are strengthened around the world?
Well, I'm calling on other African nations and other worldwide nations to follow the suit of Liberia. Getting on the Security Council is not something, it's not something to play with. Because Liberia fought for 14 years, and we came back, fulfill security for the ECOWAS, peacekeeping mission, Liberia being part of the peacekeeping mission around Africa. It's a while. And this also, I believe Liberia will use the ideas that we are using now to bring peace in the form of maintaining peace in Liberia. So it means that Liberia is capable of sitting on the table to share their experience with other nations, the United Nations, in terms of opting for peace.
Liberia has 2 years to serve, 2 tenure, right? And they will be replacing Sierra Leone. What would be your recommendation in terms of achievement? What do you think Liberia can achieve before their 2 years come to an end?
One is Liberian across the world right now. They are happy for these particular positions, and we want to say that in 2 years, Liberia will provide some ideas, and we will achieve from our army, our security sector. Liberia will be recognized among community of nations. If Liberia can come back to the world stage, it is a lot for Liberians.
Liberia winning this sea was a collective effort from the government, and later on you saw support from the opposition community. How do you see this? Can Liberia use this to build Liberia, especially the opposition community?
This is about Liberia. Liberia have won, like the president said. It is not for a political party. It is not for an individual, but it's for Liberians. The victory belongs to Liberia. That's why in the government you find other political party representatives in the government. They are working. But we're talking about government of inclusions. So it means that this victory is for Liberians all over the world, including Liberians in Liberia.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So you listen to him giving his own view as it relates to the win for Liberia, 181 votes. So folks, we'll call it short, and we're going to update you as it relates to the unfoldings here on the grounds of the Foreign Affairs Ministry. My name is Wilfred Dorsey, Kuwor Media Network, Kuwor TV.